First of all, we're going to talk about follow-up for a prospect that's using the product. Brand partner we're going to talk about in another video. So one of the key elements, again, is to let somebody use the product for 5 to 7 days. Some people go 10 days. It's all a feel, but you'll see an average of 5 to 7 days. One of the things I strongly encourage that you do is call them about day 3 or 4, contact them about day 3 or 4, just to see how things are going. And many a times you'll hear comments like, I'm noticing a difference. My skin is softer. I can feel it tightening up. I mean, they'll make some kind of comment to you. In the large majority of the time, it's a very positive comment. And at that time, remember, let's just say you let them use it 7 days. You call them on day 4 just to sort of check in and remind them, right, that next Tuesday you're picking it up, or whatever the agreement or arrangement was that you made with them. But it is to let them know, because again, remember, based on their positive responses, say, when we get back together, if things make sense, I'll make sure you get the lowest price. We'll get you hooked up with the product, and I'm sure you'll be happy just like all these other folks are. And the great thing is, if you're doing that a couple days or a few days before you go to pick the product back up, you've already planted the seed, so you don't have to ask for the sale, right? Because there's always that uncomfortable moment. If you just dropped it off on Monday and you're going to pick it up next Monday and you have no clue what's going on in between and you go to pick it up, I mean, how'd you like it? Or what's going on? Oh, yeah, whatever. And then there comes that uncomfortable transition point, right? Well, again, if somewhere in the middle of that process you reach out to them and ask, hey, how's it going? Just wanted to check in, make sure we're still on for next Monday. Oh my gosh, oh yeah, oh my skin's tightening, whatever one of their comments are. It's very easy to that, let's just say it's that Monday when you go to pick it up, for them to go, okay, you said something about best price. What are you talking about here? How can I get this? Can we get it started? You've already dropped that seed there, threw that breadcrumb out there to really get them into position to ask you. And this is why this website's called Fast Start Made Easy. We want to help you get there without being this salesperson or this pushy person. And more importantly, some people do have a sales background. And sales in Nerium is not the best thing to do, but it can be done, don't get me wrong. But here's the key: as we grow and develop big teams, and I mean, this is how Nerium's doing over 300 million. You don't have that many salespeople out there. We want to keep everything duplicatable, and this is why the system's laid out this way, to really help you get to that point. So as you can see with the product prospecting system, fairly easy to do, to get in a really great position to get them to say, hey, get me hooked up with that product. And then from there, you don't have to go into the 3-year free and all that kind of stuff, because in their mind, they still want to know how it's going to work. So about 3 weeks into it's maybe where you want to contact that, 3-4 weeks into it, where you want to contact them back. Matter of fact, you go 4 to 6 weeks into it. Many a times they're going to have people at their work, or friends or family or somebody, that had come up to them going, what are you doing to your face or your skin? Or they're making some kind of compliment like that. And when you call them up to say, hey, I just wanted to check in, by now you're probably having people, noticing some changes or what have you. And no, oh yeah, we've noticed that. You know what I want to do for you? I want to help you get your product for free. And they'll go, oh, what's that? Even though you might have told them up front, they got the communication from Nerium corporate office talking about the 3-year free. They're not hearing it yet because they're still concerned with what it's going to do for them. But when it gets to that point, and you're, again, 3, 4, or 5, whatever, weeks into it, and they're starting to get those kind of compliments from their friends or family or whomever, it's very easy to bring that back up and say, let me help you get it. How do we do that? Why don't we just throw a little party at your house? I'll bring the wine and cheese. We'll just show people some information, show them your before and after pictures and that kind of stuff. And let's just see what happens. No one's going to hard sell anybody. We're just going to see what happens. Again, I want you to get your product for free. At that point, you can see now how this system works. And it's very easy to do and duplicates, not just on a brand partner side, but a preferred customer side as well, which is going to generate those additional revenues and volume for you and your organization.